Do you see someone more successful than you at times? And when you do so, do you also end up associating certain attributes to that person's success, like luck, or that he has got all the possible opportunities, or he's super smart, etc.? Then this video is for you. This is Rohit Chopra from Your Mind Coach, and I attempt to bring to you certain videos which can add value to your life, which can help you clarify your thoughts, which can help you unwind your mind. Today I'm going to bust 5 most important myths about success, which we as individuals attribute to people's success. Success has various definitions for different people. For someone, taking care of family is success. For someone, giving great education to their kids is success. For someone, being on top of the ladder in your office is the success. There is no single or right or wrong definition of success, but we should not confuse it with mere goal achievement. It's all about the lens which you wear to look at success. Guys, before we really start getting into the myth busting process, let's talk about 3 most important factors with which our definition of success changes. And it doesn't happen for you or me, it happens for almost everyone, each one of us. So those 3 important factors are time shift, priority shift, and the comfort shift. I'm sure you all would understand the time shift and the priority shift. So let's say when you were a toddler, climbing up a few steps would be success for you. As you went to the school, in your initial classes, tying up your own shoelaces would be success for you. And as you get into the college, cracking the campus interview and getting a good job would be the success for you, right? So things change with time. Your definitions change. Something which was success for you yesterday is just a normal thing today, right? So you evolve with time and things change with time. When your definition of success starts changing with the shift in comfort or convenience, it's a dangerous situation to be, because it's clearly indicating, signaling you that you're getting into a complacency zone. And if you become complacent, you become saturated. The pathway to success stops, vanishes all of a sudden. So imagine, I wanted to buy a Mercedes car in 10 years of my career. I worked hard, I tried to do all the good and the best things, but I had different priorities at different times. So for some reason, I could not buy the car. So I changed my car itself. I said, instead of Mercedes, I can go for a different brand car, which gives me good enough comfort instead of great luxury like Mercedes gives. Now what I've done is, I have kind of downgraded my own target. I'm still happy that I'm able to buy a car which has equal number of seats as Mercedes, which can go at good speed, and it can comfort my family. But it doesn't have the luxury which I really wanted, I desired for, and I had set a target for myself. So whenever I will see a Mercedes on the road, it will pinch me a little bit. But I still tell myself, no, I'm still happy with what I've got. I'm still satisfied with what I have got. So far it's okay. But the moment you start thinking that, I think my own target which I had set up was not right, why would I even need a Mercedes? That means you're somewhere compromising with your own success criteria. If you are happy to live with it, it's absolutely your choice. But if it starts happening with every phase of life, with every target which you set, it's a very, very dangerous situation. Then you will become complacent. You will just start getting satisfied with whatever you have got and will stop putting 100% effort. Your full potential will never be achieved. Therefore, we have to be very much aware of these 3 important things: time shift, priority shift, and the comfort shift. Let's start busting the myths of success. Myth number 1, perfection. People who say that guy is successful because he's perfect in what he does. By the way, what is perfection? Perfection is where there is no scope of improvement. That is something perfect. But then if things were ever perfect, life would stop evolving. You talk about the physiology, our biological body. It has evolved over the time. Just to give you an example, people in the hotter climates have sharper and longer nose. Why? Because it should stop losing moisture from the body, and if your nose is wide, it will start losing more moisture with every breath you take. So the body adapts to that situation. People in cooler places, cold, very cold places, most of them have straight hair because it needs to cover your entire body, neck and other things, instead of having curly hair which is more towards upward so that it is more airy. So the body adapts itself. It evolves with the situations which it goes through. Let's talk about the psychology. There was a time when being conservative, being bound to the rules of society was looked at as a sign of success, that you're the right person for that particular society, you would be respected for that. But today, the human mind, as it is very curious, it is exploratory in nature, it has gone beyond the limits of what was set maybe many hundreds of years ago. And it is ready to be open, it is ready to take greater risks in order to explore more, in order to evolve better, to become better. That's about the psychology. Let's talk about technology. We have been looking at the electric cars. So the diesel is kind of gone, petrol is on the way out, electric cars in place. We are talking about hydrogen fuel for future. Talk about the telecom technology. 2G happened in 1995, where you could make the calls and you can also text the SMS with your own phone without depending on anyone. The dependence was gone. You evolved. Then came 3G, where you started browsing when you're mobile. Then came 4G, faster speeds. You started downloading the movies within a few minutes. Now we're talking about 5G, where you talk about the real-time applications. Have you ever imagined online surgery on, you're driving a car when you're remote in a city? So those kind of things are becoming reality because the human mind is looking for opportunities to evolve. Methods have evolved greatly. Before COVID, nobody ever thought that, work from home will be the norm. Nobody ever thought that the classes can go on online, even for the kindergarten students and the young primary students who don't even know how to use the laptops at that time. But the children learned, they adapted to the situation and they could operate it themselves. So things change with time. There is nothing like perfection. If there is anything perfect, that is the human mind which keeps evolving. The second great myth about success is when we attribute multitasking to somebody's ability. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, what's multitasking? Multitasking is the ability to do multiple things concurrently or simultaneously. Now, imagine, can you ever do any two things or more concurrently? Can you actually drive a car and do a text message to your friend at the same time, probably read a book? Not possible. You can do all three things, but you have to switch over your mind, your concentration from one task to other. Now what's important is how fast you are able to switch it over. Based on your speed, your productivity will be more. And if your productivity is more, obviously you will reap greater results. And that's what people mistake it to multitasking. Multitasking is truth, but only for computers, where it divides its resources, its memory to do multiple things together, but the pace goes down. There is always a compromise with that. The third myth is when we start attributing somebody's success to luck. There is nothing like luck. What is luck? Luck is a combination of few great elements. It is a combination of your ability to identify the opportunity at the right time and your skill set to deliver the results against that opportunity. When these three things come together in a harmonized way, you get successful. It is your hard work, it is your skillfulness which takes you to the success. But for somebody else who's probably a little complacent, will attribute it to the luck. Fourth one is inheritance. A lot of people mistakenly say that that guy is lucky, he inherited the business from his father and so he's successful in life. I'll quote an example. Dhirubhai Ambani, when he came to Mumbai, from Gujarat. He had a few bucks in his pocket probably. He took all the possible risk in life because he had nothing much to lose at that time. But then he created a large empire. Now what's important is he gave that empire equally divided to two of his sons, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. Now Mukesh Ambani took the business multifold up. He expanded the business like anything and became one of the richest persons in the world. At the same time, Anil Ambani, who got equal worth, could not survive, could not sustain the business for whatever reasons. But then we call Mukesh Ambani as successful. Why? Because he took up the business, he rose the business, he rose his worth. But imagine if Mukesh Ambani was just sustaining the business where he got it, not growing. Would we really call him a success? I'm sure no. Therefore, there's nothing like inheritance. It's your capability to take things further. Like I said, evolution is the greatest thing which is happening as we speak. So, you evolve your business, you evolve your mind, you evolve everything what you do. That is what is success. Last, but another very, very important thing is clear options. People believe that somebody is able to take the right decision at right time because he had clarity in the options. My dear friend, there is nothing like clarity. Yes, there are options. People would have options. Everyone has. That is what the human breed is meant to do. They are ready and they are capable to create choices and choose from those options. The choice is always yours. Now imagine, we all know about the Kodak photography company. They had option to digitalize their cameras or to keep the same. So based on whatever understanding of business they had at that particular time, they said, no, we want to retain the reel based cameras instead of going digital, because we believe that these photographs are much better than the digital cameras, the colors and other things, that people would buy these. But then eventually what happened? Kodak shut down straight away because they had made a choice, but it was not the right choice probably at that time. When Sri Ram was in the jungle, when Ravan kidnapped Sita and took her to Lanka, Rama also had a choice. He did not have to travel thousands of kilometers to get his wife back, right, and set example for the entire world and leave a legend behind. He could have comfortably gone back from there to Ayodhya, got 10 other wives at that time. And then he chose something to do which was probably against the normal mindset, but then that's what created a success story which we all read and understand and learn from today. So basically everybody has got options, and whenever there are options, trust me, decision is always tough. It's never a simple decision unless you have absolute clarity of your thought. Once you know your purpose, once you know why you want to do it, once you have the skill set, you are able to choose rightly. So guys, these were the 5 important myths of success. I hope you learned something from this video and you could relate with it. If so, then do like, share my video and my channel with others so that I can keep bringing more content like this to you. Thank you so much. This is Rohit Chopra signing off.